What's up, everybody? It's Steve, bringing you another episode of Dashcam Confessions of a Reseller. Now, last week I left you, I was going to do my first FBA, and it's been about 5 days. Since that video, I've had a few lessons. You can call them hard lessons, easy lessons, whatever you want to call them, but either way, I've learned a few lessons since then. FBA, I can tell you right now, is not going to be for me, at least not right now. Obviously, I have designs to order bulk inventory, create a brand, and I want to approach that avenue, but I need to create a revenue stream, and eBay is the best source for that for me right now. I sell plenty of items on eBay on a regular basis, and with Amazon, I do have a few things listed on Amazon. I'm up to about 41, 42. So I've got about a total of 350 items listed between eBay and Amazon. eBay, I just sell 6-7 items a day. Amazon, it's one every 2 or 3 days or so. So I'm still learning, taking my lumps and things of that nature. But when I set up to do the FBA, and I mean, I was going all out, and I had them boxed up, ready to go. I had them poly-bagged, the ones that need to be poly-bagged. I printed the stickers out and put them on there, and then I sat down and looked at the fees, and you have to have a pretty good profit margin to make any money on there. And when I say profit, you need to have at least a $20 profit margin before you can start saying it's worth doing, because they're going to take $6 to $10 of that. So if you have an item for $5, you have to get at least $20 for it. So a $15 profit margin, and then you're still stuck with just like $6 or $7 profit. You've got to triple your money and have a $10 item or more, or have a $2 item and sell it for 15 bucks, and you're still at $6, $7 an item. Then it's worth it. I have that on some. I don't have it on all, so I'm just really hesitant to do the FBA, because there's a ton of money out there that's just being taken. And I guess the decision is the shipping's not bad for me. I've got a pretty good setup. I come home, I got my computer set up, I got my scale set up, so as long as it's only 10, 12, 15 items, it's no problem for me to sit down and ship it and drop it off on the post office on my way to work. It's not a problem right now. Now, I guess if my sales get higher and higher and higher, and I start doing more and more and more, then at some point I'm going to have to reconsider. But so shipping it yourself, and then the traffic is what I'm really scared about. That FBA next to that item, the free 2-day shipping, can just drive home sales. You're just going to get more people opt to check on that box and buy your item if you have that kind of shipping. And I have changed my business plan where I've started to incorporate my shipping into my price, and this is for multiple reasons. But one, I used to like to keep them separate. Well, used to, eBay didn't charge you fees for it, but now they do. But it also kind of kept it separate, because it's like I can price the item and people are going to be able to factor in the shipping. And for some reason, seeing that free shipping next to it just seems to trigger that click button and that yes button more often. So I've gone to the free shipping platform. I've been editing my items not as often as I've been listing them. I just figure the ones that are already listed with shipping can fly. So anyway, I'm still heavy eBay, working my way into FBA, but FBA's high fees. You really got to look into them before you do it. It's absolutely imperative that you look into it. But you got to be careful with all of this. It's all relative. Very next point, the very next lesson I learned this week, I went to the little clearance place I found in Indiana, and it's absolutely amazing. Believe me, I've still made a ton of money out of there. But I sold one of those pop figurines for 20 bucks, and I got it for like $2. The box was smashed up, and I was floored that I got 20 bucks for it so quickly, and it did it so quickly. I was wishing I listed it for 25, but I got 20 for it, and boom, there it goes, out the door. So when I was there, I seen these two other items, these two other pop figurines, and if you don't know what the pop are, they're like this little, they're collector figurines. They're about yay big, and they got great big heads and the big doe eyes. That's what the pop figurines are. So there was a rare one, and unbeknownst to me, this rare item has 3 different variations. It's got a glow-in-the-dark one, a metallic, and a regular. They're all 3 rare. They're all 3 valuable. However, the glow-in-the-dark and the metallic one is valuable to the tune of $225. And the box wasn't in very good shape, so I was thinking, well, if it's worth $225, I can get $150, $160 out of it and be fine. So with all that being said, I get home and I realize, well, there was 2. There was another one there that's worth about 60, 70 bucks. And I paid $125 for both of them, which is, I thought would be great, because I can get $175 for one, $65 on the other. It's $240. That's a very nice cushion. It's a very nice profit. Well, I get it home, and thankfully an eBayer noticed that I had glow in the dark, and he's like, I don't see the glow in the dark sticker. I was like, what do you mean it's a sticker? He's like, if it's glow in the dark, it's got a sticker on it that says glow in the dark. So I got it out, looked at it, it's like, it's not glow in the dark. So then I had to go, well, I need to look a little harder at this. And come to find out, the one that I have is worth closer to about 140, 150. And that's with the box in mint condition. So I'm going to get like 110, 120 out of it. I have had offers for 110. I've turned them down. I still got it listed for $149.99. Let's hope. But, you know, I'm going to give it a couple weeks. I'm not desperate for the money. And I can still get 50 bucks out of the other one. So it's going to be fine. I'm going to make money on it. It just didn't make as much as I was hoping I would make. And so I definitely, if you're going to pop on big money, and this was the first one that I really pulled the trigger on a big money. And I got burned a little bit. Hopes up and got turned down. But then I go back to that place today, and they've got their dollar bin, digging through their dollar bin, and I find this beauty right here. This thing is selling for $80. $80. I don't know why, but it is. It's 80 bucks. But you can buy mine right now on eBay for 30, because I got $1 in it. It's going to cost me $2-3 to ship it. I will take a $25 profit, and you don't have to spend the crazy $80 on some Teflon tongs. So go buy it if you want it. So anyways, I'm big on maximizing profits, but at the same time, I look at items like that, and I went and they're not selling really fast at that $80, but they are people paying $80 for it. And I almost went to 50, but I was like, this is probably close to a $30 item, and if I give somebody a good deal on that, then that's fine. It's not a collectible item. It's something somebody's going to use. So that's just something there. So I'm having good days. I bought 25 smoke detectors today. These are all customer returns, so about half of them is going to work if I'm lucky. But I've got, I think, $1 a piece in them, $1.20 a piece in them. So I should be able to turn a pretty good profit on those and get 5 to 20 a piece out of those, depending on the smoke detector. And I did. I got some pretty cool items today. I made a little money, and my daughter has a new purse, so that came out of the dollar bin. But either way, everything's going pretty well. Everything's been fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So I'll be back at you with another video soon. Like I said, any change, anything I find out, I'm gonna come at you with it and let you know what's happened. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's not really anything new. I've hit up a couple Goodwills. I've not found any big finds. The storage auction I went to last week turned out to be a bust. There wasn't much in it, and I didn't pull a trigger on anything. And all the auction houses I've gone to this week have been, I don't know, people are losing their minds. I don't understand it. I guess they're just buying for personal reasons, buying to keep. Because if they're buying to sell it, I don't know how they're making money on it, and I don't know where their market is. maybe I should follow them home and find out where their market is, because man, they're getting some big dollars for some stuff if they're making money on what they pay for that stuff. I mean, high dollars. I tell you what, I'll go ahead and do an amendment to this whole thing and give you a story on auctions and how competition can make people crazy. There was a supply store here that sold guns and ammo and fishing equipment, and it sold animal feed, and it's just a country supply store. And he auctioned off his supplies. He auctioned off everything. He liquidation, everything auctioned off. So we went down there, and he had hundreds of guns, at least hundreds of guns. And while we're there, we know the price of guns. We know what guns sell for. We were there to buy a few guns, try to make some money on it. And there was a Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun, sells for $322 new in the store. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, and buy this Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun for $300, $320 all day long. And people were in these auctions, and that gun, and this is just one example, most every gun out there did this. That gun sold for $400. $400. They paid more than retail for it because they were in a competition and they were battling there. I'm telling you, these auctions, you have got to set your limits. You cannot get into battles, or you're going to end up losing your ass. That's the first cuss word I've said. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I'm not going to cuss in these videos. I'm not going to edit it though, because it's like the 4th try. And like I said, I don't have a video editor or nothing like that. I'm just having fun and sharing what happens to me, and hopefully helping people along the way. Pinching Pesos, thank you. My 2nd subscriber, thank you very much. And I appreciate your advice too. Actually, I've kind of taken that to heart. I have gone to free shipping on everything that I do. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. And anybody else got anything for me, hit the comments, hit the like button, subscribe if you like me. Tell me how much I'm an idiot. If you don't, I don't really care either way. I'm going to be doing my thing, and you do your thing, and we'll see you on the other side.